that if you catch that, you can let go of being a victim. You understand? If you can catch that your own unfoldment is based on the condition. We've been using the analogy of the seeds for a while because it's a perfect analogy. When the condition is right and ripe in that soil, then that which is locked and loaded in that intricate design in that seed begins to unfold, you see? And it becomes bigger and a better version of what's in the seed. It manifests. Now, within you is the germ of the seed of the Christ, the germ of the seed of the Buddha mind. It's the germ and the seed of excellence. And when you have the right condition, vibratorily speaking here, you lift your frequency, gratitude, thanksgiving, appreciation, kindness, compassion, generosity, love, then that which is already within you begins to unfold. And here's the deal. You can exercise your gratitude and thanksgiving regardless of what the conditions are in your life. As a matter of fact, that's when you have to really exercise it. When the conditions are not to your liking, you have to exercise gratitude. Just like you can't walk around saying, well, you know, I'm flabby and out of shape, so I can't exercise. No, that's when you exercise. You don't wait till you get in shape to start exercising. You exercise, then you get in shape. So you don't say, well, I can't be grateful until the conditions change. No, that's when you become grateful. You exercise your gratitude first, then the conditions change. Do you understand? You got it? Now I think you got it. So you're exercising it. I know it's hard. You know, lifting these weights is hard because I'm flabby, I'm out of shape. But I exercise to get stronger. I know the conditions aren't the way I like, but I'm going to exercise. I'm thankful for everything. I know the conditions aren't the way I want. I'm grateful for my life. I know the conditions aren't the way I really want them to be. I appreciate life. You begin to exercise that until your mind becomes a law unto gratitude and thanksgiving. And the very neurons of your brain begin to formulate around the frequency of beauty and gratitude and thanksgiving and appreciation. The nervous system becomes acclimated. And then conditions change because you've exercised your heart and your mind. Before the conditions change, I'm trying to tell you right now, you control the condition of your own life, your own mind. You can do this. You can do this. Then you become aware of what the topic kind of means today. Empty? What a great gift. We are here as we turn within, we are emptying ourselves from our cleverness, our littleness, our pettiness. We're becoming small self-empty so we can become full of the presence of God. George Washington Carver every morning used to wake up, empty himself, and then ask for his assignment. He'd self-empty, small self-empty, empty himself, so that he could sup at the divine table of the presence of God and ask what his assignment was, so that he became full to overflowing consciously with the presence. One time he said to the great creator, I want to know the secrets of the universe. And the presence of God said, George, start with the peanut. And he started with the peanut and discovered the secrets of the universe in that small peanut, because he emptied himself out. So there's self-emptying. That's when you pray. That's when you meditate. You're emptying yourself. You're not coming all frothing and full of everything you think you want. No, it's emptiness. You see, the emptiness is a great gift. A bowl or a cup is as useful as the hole of emptiness there, you see. If the cup is not, there's no hole there, it's not used. You can't drink. If the bowl is not carved out, there's no emptiness there, it can't be used. So you're going within to be used by a presence that ultimately is the activity of your own awareness, and you want to empty yourself. Now, there's two kinds of emptying. There's you emptying yourself on a regular basis, every day. Empty. I'm available to more good. I have my beginner's mind. I go into the consciousness of humility. I'm available to be assisted. I don't know everything because everything I know is infinitesimal compared to what I don't know. So I'm open until little by little, insights and revelations occur, and you begin to know more and more and more about the real nature of your life and the real nature of reality. And then there is moments where life empties you. Life empties you. And you look up and there's suddenly your plans are wrecked. And suddenly things that were going so well dissolve. Life empties you. And you're left with an awareness of trying to, your surface mind is trying to hang on to stuff, but your soul is not trying to hang on. Your soul wants the luminous in that darkness to come forward and be the activity of your awareness. And understand this, oftentimes, the very moments of life emptying you are actually answered prayers. There are moments where you released the prayer and you forgot all about it. You said, you know what? I want to be the best version of myself. You said, I want this incarnation to be a moment in which I get to give all my gifts, or to share my divinity, or to have the activity of the Christ being the activity of my own mind. Somewhere along the line you did that, and you may have forgotten the prayer, but the universe didn't forget it. And so you're rolling along with your own little plans, and then that prayer starts to percolate, and it has to move aside all the stuff you put in its way so that it could show up bigger, badder, and bolder than you ever thought you could be. Now, and so there's two emptyings. One, you do yourself. The other is life is doing it. But oftentimes, it is the expression of long-forgotten prayers in which you then went back on your regular life, and then it just took over. So you want to, on a regular basis, understand that when that's happening, somewhere along the line, you got to train yourself to say, oh, my God, stuff is going crazy. There must be a big gift coming, baby. There must be a blessing. There must be a blessing in this. I was saying in the earlier services, a lady came up to me and she was sharing how she'd been fired from her job. She didn't really know it was coming. And as she packed her stuff, she was smiling. And the people thought she had lost her mind. And they said, you smiling? You just got released, you know, the budget wasn't good and they cut you. And she said, there's a blessing coming. I don't know what it is, but I know what I'm connected to. She smiled and walked out of that, and she went on to tell me that she was hired in a field that she had no training for. Someone just liked the skills she had and the personality, put her in a field that she never even thought for in a million years she'd even be in it, making twice as much money that she was made before, being happy. She became available to a blessing. It was too big for her to receive. She had to grow to receive it because she was like, "What you want me to do? What?" I said, "I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can take the what. That's so easy to do. What? No, what?" And she realized this was the blessing that she was smiling about when she got fired. You see. Now, when we empty ourselves on a regular basis, blessings that flow into our life. You come under the law of grace, remember, because you're not identifying yourself as your limited human identification. The human identification becomes the lampshades of the light, but we identify ourselves with the light. Then we have no idea where blessings are coming from. We know where they're coming from, the source of all creation, but we have no idea where it's coming through. That's not our job. To know where it's coming through. We just have to know where it's coming from. It's coming from the presence. It's coming through, in this lady's case, it came through a friend of a friend who wanted to meet her, and she ended up in another career, but she didn't even have any idea about it. Now, when you know where it's coming from, and you let go of where it's coming through, and you start to identify with the light, and you're emptying yourself on a regular basis, you begin to discover what Dr. Thurman talks about, called luminous darkness. That even when it's most dark, you begin to see the light in the darkness. You begin to understand the mystical meaning of the 139th Psalm, where it states that the light and the darkness are both alike to thee, to the presence of God. And the night shines as the day. That in the midst of that darkness, that's the womb of infinite creativity and infinitude. It's shining with possibility. The surface mind can't see it. The figuring out mind can't see it. The logical mind can't see it. It is stated that in substance, that the spiritual can only be discerned by that which is spiritual. The natural man and woman can't see it. You see, the mind is too clouded with logic. Must be discerned spiritually. You begin to see it in the midst of darkness. Oh, great blessings, great regeneration, great renewal, great resurrection, great possibilities. It's right there. Listen to this again. We're moving from merely improving our external life to tapping into that which is essential, that which is real, and allowing it to unfold with allowing, letting, surrendering, yielding. We are self-emptying ourselves on a regular basis, little self-emptying, so that we begin to understand the fullness of God is right where we are. If I were to say to you, in substance, if the glass has water in it halfway filled to the brim, is it half empty or is it half full? Now, the true answer is it's totally full, because it's half full with water and half full with air. So it's always full. So here's the deal. The presence of God is everywhere. So even when things look empty and you empty yourself out, you're full of the presence of God that is never in absence. Now, understand this.